Hi, everyone. Mitch from Pick Dogs here with Jay and Chris. It is Monday, May 27th, Memorial Day in the U.S. Thank everyone for their service. And those who gave their lives for our freedom certainly doesn't go unnoticed here. Man. Anyways, no Costi today. Decided to get a vacation rental with no Wi-Fi or something. He said, I'm not really sure what that was. First question I ask, man, if I'm doing a VRBO or whatever, what do you call it, Airbnb, any of those things? First question I ask, man, how's the Wi-Fi? First question, man. It's like, no better. Rufalo's going on a cruise. You know there's no Wi-Fi.
I had never been on one before, so I didn't know.
I know.
And it said they did have it. I didn't know it was as bad as it was. But we got through it.
Got through it. We're still here. Still fighting another day. But yeah, it's Monday. Mavs up 3-0. This is Luka time once again. Kyrie pretty much taking care of business. It was man, I got hammered on YouTube yesterday. I got crushed by you guys in the comments, man.
They've been crushing us, man. What's up with that?
Mean, man. Hendricks, I don't even know who that guy is. About my Padres pick. Wow. Jerked out on me, man. Just I don't even know.
Yeah, he's
a lot of hatred on my Padres pick yesterday.
Yeah.
But so what, man? It's like I was just pointing out I didn't even have a dog in the fight, man. I didn't have a premium or nothing. I was just pointing out. It was just like it looked a little weird, man.
Yep.
No, it doesn't. You said the same thing yesterday. No, I didn't. The day before I said I think Dylan Cease is pitching pretty well. He's at home, and I think I like the Padres in that matchup. I didn't say it was the squarest play of the year or anything like that the day before. I don't know, man. Stop putting words in my mouth. Stop whacking my ass.
Yeah, YouTube land, man, they've been pretty mean recently.
Mean.
It's all good.
Getting a lot of good feedback on my new video series, so hopefully you guys, take a look at it. Let me know how we can improve. But I know a lot of people like those first halves, first 5 innings, first whatever. It's like, so I don't know. I've been hitting a ton of winners on those. I've always felt that the first 5 innings is an easier bet in baseball, and especially the longer the season gets, it's just the odds are never as good as full game bets, right? They're never as good, but because the spreads are like wide, really wide on those first 5 innings, but it seemed pretty easy because the starting pitcher is probably going to be there, or at least factor in that decision in the first 5 innings, and form is form. So yeah, I just think you have a better chance. Maybe we should start selling first fives. Maybe I should sell my video. Maybe we should just keep doing it for free. Piss everybody off. I guess we've pissed some people off. I heard one guy ranting on it about us. One of our readers said, "This guy never heard of. Never even heard of this guy again." So usually when I pot shot at a competitor, or I don't even think this guy's really a competitor, but I think like people, when I pot shot at other sites or whatever, normally I bring some facts to the argument here and say, well, they don't show their pick history, or they only show their last 20 games, or this guy's did this or this did that. I don't just say these guys are whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. That's why I got a lawyer. I'm not going to engage with these people anymore. Kind of the new Mitch. It's called Legal Mitch. I just have a lawyer, and we're just going to lawyer up on their ass, take their house. That's pretty much how it works. See if they still think those things about us. Jay, you're the one they were ripping on, so got you back.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. I just don't like. I think if people are gonna say something about us that's true, I'm fine with it. Oh, these guys, they don't win every game. I know that. Oh, he lost 3 games in a row. It happens. But it's like, as far as like honesty and transparency, I don't think that's questionable.
I'm as open as a book, man.
Me too, man.
We're as exposed as exposed can be.
Yeah. We're out there. We're doing free. We're doing free. We're doing premium. The premium's all documented. You can see every pick we've ever made. It's like, I'm not really sure what more there's to it. I've been out here for a long time, man. I've been out here since these guys were in elementary school. I'm sitting here dodging bullets with you guys out here. I don't know. I'm certainly not going to defend myself. I'm not going to engage, which is a different tone, right? I've never heard that before from me. But yeah, I'm just going to sue him if it continues. Basically, that's the way it's going to work. Anyways.
Hey, man. Shout out my Mavs, though. 3-0 is. As much as I want to sit here and say I saw the sweep, I didn't see the sweep. It's evident. That's the thing about also what we do. Everything is documented. You can go back and watch it. That's the other part of it. I said Mavs in 6, man. But after I saw game 1 how the time went, I just kind of rode that momentum, man. The Mavs are hoping right now. Kyrie, Luka, they're just they can just make shots that many people can't, man. It's just ultimately what it comes down to. And as I've said for majority of the season, Boston, Dallas is looking really, really likely. I just want to tell y'all right now, fuck that futures ticket. Fuck it. I know some of y'all were talking about it. I don't care about it, man. But yeah, so got a game 4 today. We'll see if Boston can bring them brooms out. We've seen them fall flat a couple times. Do they do it? We'll see.
Not a little nervous that your Mavs are celebrating like the series was already over last night when the game was over?
It's over.
I think it is, but it's stranger things have happened, and I don't like the celebrating before it's over. That's all
I get it. It's over though. No team has ever come back down 0-3, and Anthony Edwards and Cat.
That's what they said in baseball a few years ago. Some guy with a bloody sock came out and said, "I don't think that's going to be the case any longer." And it happened to be like one of the biggest rivalries in all of sports, one of the biggest, craziest things that ever happened. And so it does happen, but
not in the NBA. It's never happened. So
Jay, my today in history on my first halves, I also do it today in history on there. I just feel like doing it. It's my video, and I'm doing it. And today in history, it's a J statistic. Carl Hubble, 24 consecutive victories, and it was 1937. Today marks his 24th consecutive win in a start. 24 in a row, and back then. But back in those days, they went the whole way. There was no relievers. They went the whole way.
Who was this?
Carl Hubble, 1937, 24 in a row.
Sheesh.
Yeah, going the whole way. Well, you look at the records of even like Bob Gibson and stuff like that. Like Bob Gibson pitched more complete games in his career than all of Major League Baseball the last 10 years.
Hey, man, if you play MLB The Show, you know about Bob Gibson.
I've watched Bob Gibson.
I didn't watch Bob Gibson, so I don't know that. But if you play the show, you know about Bob Gibson.
There's a thing called ESPN Classic, and I don't know if they still have it or not. But I was watching the game on there a few years ago. I was watching is the Tigers against the Cardinals in the World Series, and Willie Horton, who was just a bad, tough guy, man. Bob Gibson threw a curveball. Horton ducked like he was gonna get hit by the thing, and it just curved right over the plate, man. It was like, oh my God, unhittable. That's why you know that's why they lowered the mound, Jay, right? Because Bob Gibson. See, they change this. What they do is when you have someone that just dominates a game, they change the rules, to make it more of a level playing field. So they lowered the mound 6 inches because he was unhittable off of that mound, and that's why, like Randy Johnson, like if Randy Johnson was pitching off of a mound that was 6 inches higher, like Gibson did, he would have had Gibson numbers. He would have been unhittable, man. Randy Johnson, I think of the next generation, one of the most unhittable guys there is. I mean, what is he, like 6'10" or something? It's like,
if you play MLB The Show, you know about Randy Johnson too.
Oh my God, man! What'd they call him, Chris? What was his name? What was his nickname?
Big Unit.
The big unit. Yeah.
Big Unit. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man.
Hey. Hey.
Also, Jay, the other one I was thinking about, like on the win-loss thing. So you haven't really seen much of him, but the guy who has like the really big numbers and has the terrible win-losses is DeGrom. He's a guy that, I mean, what was that year, Chris? He had an ERA below 1 at the All-Star break and was like 2-9. It was like ridiculous, right? It was like
I think he finished the year 500 with a win-loss record of 500, but an ERA near 2.
He won the Cy Young, right? With an ERA at like 2.16 with like a 5. And King Felix had the same thing. King Felix won the Cy Young, I think, with a losing record.
With it was like 12-11 or something like that.
Yeah, 12-11 he won the Cy Young.
2018 he went 10-9 with a 1.70 ERA.
God, I mean that's.
And then the next
man.
year, so these are the back-to-back Jacob DeGrom Cy Youngs. 10-9 with a 1.70 ERA in 2018, and then 11-8 with a 2.43 ERA in 2019.
And what more can you do?
269 and 255 strikeouts in those 2 seasons.
Crazy.
Almost Felix Hernandez. And
King Felix was like, he had a horrible record the year he won the Cy Young, man.
He was 13-12 with a 2.27 ERA.
Yep. With it, like 4 shutouts against the Yankees.
And he had 5 in 2012.
He pitched against Clevenger when he had his perfect game. When King Felix had his perfect game, he pitched against Clevenger. Clevenger gave up 1 hit in the game, a solo shot home run. He went the full distance with them. Did you know, Jay, that there was historically a game where both pitchers had a no-hitter and they went into extra innings, man?
Nah.
It's happened more than once.
Nah, that's crazy.
I know, it's happened more than once. Johnny Vandermeer of the Reds had back-to-back no-hitters. It's like, man, baseball is crazy, man. Craziest stuff happens. Like my today in history yesterday was when Canseco got hit in the head and the ball bounced over the fence for the home run. That was nuts.
It counted as a home run?
It's a home run. Oh, yeah. It hit him off the head.
That's not a ground rule
wall for the home run.
It's not a ground rule double?
No, it's a home run. It didn't hit the ground. It hit Canseco in the head. He went up for the catch. He missed the ball, hit him in the head, and it went over the wall. Home run.
Baseball is insane.
Baseball, and a lot of people think baseball is like super boring. And I think now with the rule changes to make it a faster game, it's a better game. The thing I don't like about baseball is the nets that cover the crowds. But so what? It's like, I guess it's a safety thing. I guess that for the first 100 years that they played, so many people got injured. But I guess people did get injured. I've seen people get hit by bats and balls, but it clearly says on your ticket, man, they're not responsible. We're not responsible if you get hit with a ball, man. It's the thing that's amazing, and this I hear them say all the time when I watch the games on TV, when I'm listening to the sound, because baseball is one of the sports that I actually do like to listen to the sound once in a while. The guy says this. They say this all the time. It's amazing with all the balls that get hit into the dugout, when the guys are up, that nobody ever gets hit. You know, it just seems that nobody ever gets hit on the balls that get hit into the dugout. I think someone got hit once. I can't remember who it was. Somebody got hit. Man, so we got a good card of games, man. I love today's card. It's a small card, but it's a good one. Gonna kick it off.
How should I hold on quickly? How should I? Somebody said I should hedge that futures ticket. How should I just put one on the Mavs? Like I don't.
Yeah, what you would do is you once the series starts, you would just put half the money that you put on that, because if it pays better than 2-1, half the money on the Mavs to win the series, and they probably get better than 2-1 on your money in that. So either way, you'll win.
That's probably. I'm not a hedger. I don't hedge. I don't. Really
But you could actually reverse hedge, because now that it's the Mavericks, you could actually, like, say you have 300 on the Celtics to win it or whatever, you could put 500 on the Mavs, and then this way your 500's covered with the Mavs if the Celtics win, and this way you can root for the Mavs because it'll actually be a better payer than what the Celtics bet will be, right? So
yeah, I'm gonna have to break it down here in a couple.
Yeah. I think for you that's the way that you'll want to play it, is that Celtics will actually be a hedge of your Mavericks play to win the finals. You know, play it the other way. I like that. And you could, you'll make it so basically your Mavs bet is free.
Yep.
Is the way you could do it. You could go all the way on it just so you're even out, or you can go so you still turn a small profit. If I'm you, if I'm Mavs, I'm going all the way. Whatever my Mavs ticket pays, I'm paying. Whatever my Celtics pays, I'm putting all of that on the Mavs, parlaying it up.
Fair enough.
What would you do, Rufalo? Put on the Dodgers? What do you think?
No, I put it on the Mavs. Why not?
Yankees, parlay, Dodgers.
No, I put it on the Mavs.
Dodgers, Yankees, and Phillies all lost in the same day. That's what you call. It's called call the fire department. There's a meltdown in the YouTube comments.
Ronnie X.
They're freaking out, man. The do not bet list is now 27 teams, man. There's only 30 teams, man. Baseball will kill you, man, because the best teams will go on these losing streaks, and especially because the Dodgers, they haven't really always been road killers, It's like they're kind of muckers on the road, and they're really good at home, and it's just the way it is. But let's do it. We got let's do baseball first, I guess, since it happens so soon.
How many games is it today in total in baseball?
11 games.
11.
Yeah. So
I saw a couple are off, like my Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers are off. I think the Yankees are off. The Yankees seem to always get off on these type of days. I don't know why they don't play everybody on Memorial Day. Memorial Day and July 4th, everyone should play.
You should feel like, it seems like just a great day for people to go to the ballpark.
Yeah, it used to. This only started last year that not everybody played. Dodgers are banned till further notice.
If the Rangers were playing today here in Texas, I would have been there for sure.
Yeah, it's like, why not?
But let's do it.
They're playing in Baltimore, and it's the Orioles against the Red Sox. It is the Twinkies up against the Royals. One of the more interesting games on the board. And the White Sox, just why? Why? How is Nick Nastrini on with the varsity? Maybe this is one of these guys that just turns it around, but I don't know. I don't get it. Against Chris Bassett for the Blue Jays, who, he is the king of inconsistency. So, maybe there's an angle here. Chris, what are you thinking?
First one I'm going to go with is the Boston Red Sox plus money against the Orioles. I know Irvin's had a nice run of starts, but he's coming back off of the injured list. And to be honest, I look at the strength of schedule that he had in the last 4 starts where he's looked really, really good. And they're all against teams for the most part that don't hit well against left-handed pitching. And the last couple of weeks, the Boston Red Sox have been above league average and even top 10 in a lot of categories against left-handed pitching. So I think they can get to Irvin. I think they can get to the Orioles bullpen. These two bullpens have been pretty much even over the last couple of weeks. So I'll take a shot on the value here with Boston. They've won 6 of Criswell's last 7 starts, and they're also on the road here, which we all love. So give me the Red Sox in that one. And I gotta go with the Toronto Blue Jays, but the problem is that you priced out of it here. So maybe I'll go with the Blue Jays team total over to get some runs off of Nick Nastrini here. I think Chris Bassitt is another good start against the White Sox, but again, just kind of priced out with them at that point.
How about you, Jay?
I'm gonna take the Blue Jays today. I'm gonna lay like 2.5 and hope they just crank Nastrini. Remember, I told y'all the Blue Jays, it was the get right series for them not too long ago against these same White Sox. We saw Bassitt pitch eyed against them then. I think he comes out and pitches eyed against them again today. I don't think the White Sox do too much damage, but I could see the Blue Jays bats getting it going here. The Blue Jays have been that kind of team. They're either dead or they're on. So if they're on today, I wouldn't be surprised if they kick the crap out of the White Sox. So if I'm going to play it, that's how I got to play it. I got to lay a couple runs, get some plus money. So I look at the Blue Jays. Chris fading his O's. What's going on, man? He's joining the dark side.
I just like the price.
No, I said it is a great price, and I'm with you. I like a lot of what you said on that with the Red Sox, and about how they're hitting lefties. Cole Irvin, I like what you said about him. And I'm with you. You know, the Red Sox, their home and road splits, they're night and day. It's kind of crazy that they're just so much better on the road. Hey, I've been on my plus money hunt this season. First game on the board. Wouldn't be surprised if it's really public. A lot of people hopping on Baltimore. I'll take a shot with Boston. Sign me up. And then I'll talk about that Royals Twins. That Royals Twins is tough. Y'all know how I feel about the Twins, but it's a two-sided story. They're the 50-50 Twins. So, like, you know what I mean? Basically, though, I'm on the Royals at the plus money, you know, but I'm just riding the Royals train till they cool off. They're going to cool off at some point. They're not, I don't think, one of the best teams in baseball, but they're really, really good right now, and they're continuously getting disrespected with the price. Like, when I look at this game, I don't get to Minnesota minus 165 is what I'm saying in this game. Would I be surprised if Minnesota won? No, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But at this price, this is a very winnable game for the Royals. I'm not in love with Alec Marsh. You know, I do think he's due for some regression, but I'll take a shot with the Royals today.
I didn't put that comment. Did you guys put that comment?
No, it's Rod.
That's right. Okay. Why is it logged in as me? Anyways, I'm gonna log them out. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's me. That's my YouTube.
I was like,
Yeah, I don't think so.
confused me for a second.
Let's see, 4 words and 3 emojis. It could be.
That's not Mitch.
The 3 emojis is
Originally I liked the Orioles in this one, but I think I'm on the Red Sox with you guys, man. It's like the Red Sox are pounding left-handed pitching. The Orioles, they seem to get it done late, but the Red Sox bullpen has been way better on the road. It's going to be dicey. It's certainly not a premium pick or a game I'm betting, but I could see a path. Twins Royals, I'm going to sexy pick under this thing. I think everything says Royals except for the odds. This thing looks so funny to me, man. It's like I said this yesterday, like about the Yankees game. I'm not going to let the odds scare me off of every game that there is. Right. I don't do that, but it's like with this one, and even like some of the angles here, they don't even add up. Like the big trend, the big trends in this game is that the Twins have owned the Royals and whatever. Well, I got news for you. You go back to over the last 4 years, everybody has owned the Royals because they've been one of the worst teams. The Twins have won 2 division titles over that span. But if you look at what have you done for me lately, it's all Royals. So like the Royals are 10-23 in the last 33 versus the Twins. They're 16-43 in the last 59 in Minnesota. They hate it in Minnesota. But the thing is, So you go 43 and 16, so that's 59 meetings. How many times they play a year? 10 times. So you look at or a little bit more. You look at that's the last 4 years. The Royals have been ass the last 4 years, and the Twins have won 2 division titles over that span. So these are not the same. What's up?
I was gonna say I think last year was the first year where they didn't play like 18 times in a year.
Yeah.
So the majority of those are the last 4 years.
So it's like I get it, but it's like at the same time, it's almost like it's one of those weird things, where it's like I don't like the YouTube comments I'm reading about it, See, like Joe Ryan heating up. Joe Ryan owns them. Joe Ryan sucks, man.
Joe Ryan, the ace, man.
Joe Ryan sucks.
The Twins are 1-4 in his 5 home starts this year.
They're what is it? Say that again.
So in Ryan's 5 home starts, the Twins as a team 1-4.
Oh, yeah, I'm fading his ass. I'm on the Royals. I got to. We got to do it.
He's a lot better on the road. He's got an ERA at over 5 at home.
I'm on the Royals train. Let's do it.
Marsh has been pretty good. Out of Marsh.
I think they've only lost once with him on the mound this season.
I took the Royals in my free pick video. I guess I can stay there, but I'm gonna chicken out and take the under as opposed to straight roof flowing it all the way around. And I gotta say, I hate Nick Nastrini. I don't even understand it. It's one of these things. I don't even get it. I don't even see what they're looking for here. Maybe there's a path, but I don't know what the path is. The path seems to lead to the minors. I'm not really sure. Yet he still can't seem to find his way onto it. Terrible, man. This is could be the worst White Sox player since the year Mark Kotsay DH'd for them. This could really be, he's in that category. He gave up 9 runs last time, 6 runs the time before that, and his first outing only gave up 2 runs. 11.91 ERA. Oh, but he's walked 13 batters in 11 1/3. I mean, what? There's nothing here on this paper that says he should even be in this game. I like the Blue Jays team total over first 5 as well on top of this one. I'll lay 2.5 with the Jays. Jays team total over first half. Yurfie. The full Monty.
I wonder what the team total actually is. It's probably like 5.5.
Yeah, I'll go full Monty on Blue Jays here. 3 orange whips.
Just 3?
You haven't just seen that Blues Brothers?
No.
Orange Whip, John Candy. It's they're at the show, watching the Blues Brothers, they're performing in that hall at the end. And they sit down and it's well, let's see if these guys can play. They're there to arrest them. It's so they sit down at the table. Candy's like, orange whip, 3 orange whips. I'll find that. I'll find the clip and put it in the comments.
Yeah, Blue Jays team total. I'm seeing plus 105 on the over 5.5.
Oh man, orange whip. 3 orange. There it is. 15 seconds.
I think
here it is.
I'd rather just lay the 2.5 than to play the team total over.
I'll put it in the comments for you, Rufalo. I'll put it in the Skype as well.
All right. I'll watch it after.
No, it's 15 seconds. 15
oh, is it? Oh, okay.
15 seconds. Who wants an orange whip? Great.
Who wants an orange whip? Orange whip? Orange whip? 3 orange whips.
That's so funny. I don't know why. It just kills me, man. Anyways, move on to the next set again. 3 orange whips. Got the Brew Crew taking on the Cubs. Got the Rockies, fresh off their win over the Phillies yesterday against the Guardians. And the Metropolitans, fresh off their win against the Giants, Man, that's what happens when you overwork Camilo Duvall and he can't go for you, and you got to put Rogers in as your closer. That's what happens. And the Dodgers, fresh off their loss to the Reds. Dodgers 33-22, 11 over 500, yet clearly on a lot of people's do not bet list at 4-6 in their last 10. Jay, what do you think? 3 orange whips. Jay always acts like we asked him to solve one of these proofs in Good Will Hunting, you know? It's like...
I got a fridge that needs moving.
It's like,
Are you free? Are you free on Sunday?
No, it's always like, vexing.
Do I want the chicken strips or the chicken sandwich?
It's be hard, man. It's hard out here.
It's like we only got one Chick-fil-A sandwich left because we're closing, but it's got pickles on it. Do you want it or not?
I mean, I could get something else, or I could take the pickles off.
Jay would do it. No, Jay wouldn't take it. I don't think he'd do it.
Pickles ruin the taste of everything as soon as it touches it.
Well, you know, that's why they give you the pickle, like with your sandwich and stuff. You know
Yeah.
why they give you the pickle? Because it's like a you know, you eat the pickle.
Palate cleanser.
Yeah, you can't taste it, and then you move on to the next thing. Have you ever had the pickle shots? Like when I used to drink the pickle shots,
Nope.
drink like the worst combination of alcohol, and then you get a shot of pickle juice to chase it down. Kind of like all of a sudden the burning stops, everything stops. You just feel like
No,
so
thank
wasted. So wasted, man. All right, Jay. Rockies-Guardians, Brewers-Cubs, Dodgers-Mets.
All right, man. I'm gonna stay on the Rockies train. Is what I'm gonna do. I know them Guardians is hot, man. They red fucking hot. But there's a reason why they're only minus 120 in the Rockies, man. I don't know. Them Rockies just playing well in them Rockies. They've won, 6 of their last 7 in Colorado? That's just the truth of the matter. They just took 2 of 3 off the best team in baseball, quote unquote, is what everybody been trying to tell me about the Phillies. I don't think they're the best team in baseball, but a lot of you do. And the Rockies just took 2 or 3 off of them. I would not be surprised if we saw the Guardians go in here and die, man. Gomber ain't pitched terribly. He ain't pitched terribly. They've won his last 3 starts. Texas, San Diego, Oakland. His last time at home against the Rangers, we know how hot the Rangers can be. It looked really good. 6 innings, 5 hits. Gave up 1 home run, and that was his only earned run that game. I think the shot is worth there to be taken on the Rockies. They're just playing that well in the Rockies. Y'all know me. I've been on that fade the Dodgers train. It's been fun being on that fade the Dodgers train, man. We really been on the fade the Dodgers train the whole time. We was on them against the Diamondbacks. I think I took them the whole series against Cincinnati. I started with telling you, hey, them Reds, they streaky. It's this type series. They heat back up. This is a spot the Dodgers get right and kick the crap out of the Mets. The Mets were my top play yesterday against the Giants, believe it or not. Sean Manai. But I think this is the get right spot for the Dodgers. I think Gavin Stone will be all right here, and I think their offense just gets to McGill early. So solid price, not overvalued. I mean, like crazily overpriced like usual with the Dodgers. Simple minus 130. I might even look at laying the run line, getting plus money. Plus 125 on the run line. I might stick with 130. Plus 125, not really enough. I'll just go money line with the Dodgers. And that Brewers-Cubs. The Cubs not playing well right now, and I don't necessarily want to try to catch that falling knife. The Brewers are the better team, but it's that first home game back, so it's like I'm not overly in love with that game. Small lane on the Brew Crew, but I'm not rushing the window to bet that one. I really like the Rockies and the Dodgers today, though.
I'm with you on the Rockies. Gomber's been way better than just okay. He's been really good, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Sub 1 ERA over his last 3 starts. ERA in the mid-2s for the season. This is the best of Gomber we've ever seen. In fact, I think he's playing better than Nolan Arenado is, who he was traded for. But it took a while. It'd be funny if the Rockies end up winning that trade after all these years. It's possible. I like the Rockies here as well. They're playing well at home, and Xavier Curry is kind of a spot starter type guy. He can be had. The Rockies are hitting the ball well. The Guardians are they're machine-like, though, man. It's like they have been playing like a machine, like just perfect. But they made some mistakes yesterday in that Angels game, too. Brewers-Cubs, Justin Steele looks like a shell of the guy that he was, an absolute shell, and he's going to get shelled in Milwaukee. Odd thing about this one, if you're watching on TV, especially on a holiday day, there'll be a ton of Cubs fans there. It's about an hour outside of Chicago. Milwaukee is. There'll be a ton. And the Mets against the Dodgers. Congrats to Jay on that Mets call yesterday. Didn't see it coming. Didn't realize that they would leave Rogers in there or even bring him in the 9th inning. I can't stand when they put a relief pitcher in there, man, and he can't find the plate. That's always the worst. And then it's like he's got that motion where he's dragging his knuckles on the dirt and stuff. It's like, just get out of there, man. It's like, I'm glad he lost, even though I had the Giants. Wasn't all that glad, but I'm glad now. And the thing about the Mets is that they suck. And the Dodgers certainly haven't been anything special. The weird thing about this one, the only thing that would make me take a step back on is that the Mets really do hate the Dodgers' guts, and the Dodgers, they don't care about the Mets, and that's the difference, is that the Met fans, it's personal because the Dodgers left Brooklyn. They're still mad, and from the 50s. They're still mad. It's like the Mets, the blue in the Mets uniform is the same color as the Dodgers blue. Same color, man. The blue represents the Brooklyn Dodgers in the Mets uniform. The orange represents the New York Giants, who are now the San Francisco Giants.
History lessons with Mitch. I didn't know that.
Yeah, true story. That's why the Mets are those colors. Mets are going to get their ass kicked. Chris?
The reason I knew that history lesson is because I've heard it from Mitch before. It's one of my favorites.
I like to bring that one out.
Yeah. 2 I'm going to go with here. I am going to go with the Brewers as well. Yeah, Justin Steele has been terrible. An ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts. The Cubs as a team 0-5 in his 5 starts this year, where last year felt like the Cubs couldn't lose with him on the hill. And for me, the concern with Robert Gasser was that he just was on the road and gave up, I think, 6 runs, 5 earned to the Miami Marlins, a team that's been one of the worst in baseball against lefties all year long. But that was on the road. He gets back home now where he's got a sub-1 ERA through 2 starts. The Cubs don't hit lefties well either. Plus, it's a tough spot for him coming from Sunday Night Baseball, late finish, quick turnaround on the road in Milwaukee. So I'll take the Brewers there. And I'll be alone on Cleveland Island. I'll take the Guardians here. I'm an Austin Gomber hater, admittedly. I feel that this sub-3 ERA isn't sustainable for him. And you look at the run that he's been on in the month of May where he's been really solid. All against teams that don't hit lefties all that well. The Rangers were struggling when they faced him. The Oakland A's have been struggling. The Padres have been one of the worst in May. The Pirates haven't been great either. The Guardians right now are crushing lefties. And in Coors, I think it's only just going to inflate those numbers. Do I want someone other than Xavier Curry? Sure. But the Guardians also have the much better bullpen, even if the starters don't factor into the decision. So give me the Guardians.
Chris?
Squares don't always lose.
I know.
Okay.
We got crushed.
I know they did yesterday, though. But I can't get there with Gomber. I don't know why.
Fair.
It's hard for me to accept this guy's actually.
Sounds like you're holding a grudge.
Oh, absolutely.
A little bit of some bad blood. Couple of busted parlays, maybe.
Couple of busted parlays.
Busted up my parlay. Speaking of busted parlays, we got the Reds taking the Cardinals, Nick Lodolo and Lance Lynn. These guys will bust up some parlays for you, man. Got the Braves and the Nationals. Jay Briggs's Pirates soapbox yesterday, blown up from under him, man. Chris Sale, filthy once again. He did give up a run.
That was just as good as advertised.
He gave up one. He did give up a run though. And,
he gave him one, but about it.
And then Giants against the Phillies, man. Giants get back home, and the Phillies stay on the road. These are all really interesting matchups, man, because the Reds and the Cardinals. So there's this truck. You ever watch the Reds games on TV? So I lived in Cincinnati, so they didn't have this when I was there, but I've seen the Reds games on TV, and they got this truck out in the outfield. You hit this truck, you win the truck, right? You got warm weather in Cincinnati, which the weirdest thing, man. It's like I've lived in Florida, Hawaii. Cincinnati is the hottest freaking place. It's like in the center of the country. There's no breeze. I mean, it's like very, very humid. It's getting warm in Cincinnati. You got Lance Lynn and Nick Lodolo, two pitchers. His ERAs are headed, they're headed to the moon right now. And you got two teams that can really hit the baseball, and the Cardinals are just hitting the cover off the ball. Someone's going to hit that truck today, man. So Ruffalo could give that out in his home run process. I think someone's going to hit that truck, and I think someone's going to win the truck off of one of these two pitchers. I got to lean to the Cardinals, though, because they're just hitting the ball so well. They've also, I think they're on like a major heater right now. 8-2 in their last 10. I like the way they're playing. Even though they played late last night too, like the Cubs. That game actually got rain delayed, so it even pushed back a little bit later than it should have been. Got the Braves and the Nationals. Mitchell Parker started the season really well, and we liked him when nobody had seen him before. And now they've seen him. Junk ballers generally, they don't last all that well. And this Braves team, I've been talking about a lot, how that Braves team in 2 years ago they started slow, and then they rolled in the second half of the season. That same year, Acuna Jr. was same thing. He was out for the season, right? Remember, he hit the wall. So, man, it's just very, very similar. I'm going to take the Braves here. I'm going to lay a bunch of runs. And, oh, God, Blake Snell and Taijuan Walker. Oh, this is another one, man. Generally, San Francisco is the home of the under, but not today it isn't, man. Those advanced analytics have Taijuan Walker at about a 14 ERA or something. He's going to get absolutely lit up in this game. The Giants are they're crushing righties, they're crushing lefties, and the Phillies are crushing righties, crushing lefties. Blake Snell has got a 12 ERA over his last 3 starts at 11.06 for the 11.86. No, 12 for the season, 11.86. One of those back and forth. He's 11.86 either for the season or his last 3, and then he's 12 for the other one. So he's in that 11.86, 12 range. We're splitting hairs. We'll call it. He's got about 11.9 ERA. He's not good. Going to see a lot of hits, a lot of runs, man. At 8, the total is. It's a gift. It's a gift, man. It's like, this could be bad. This could be really bad. Both these teams are hitting like 290, right, over the last 10 games or something. They're both killing. I think the Giants are hitting lefties at like 380, and they're hitting righties at like 290. The Giants have gone over like every single game of the road trip. I don't know. Taking the over. Jay, what do you think of these 3? I like all these games.
Mitch has my brain leaking out of my ears right now after all the numbers. No. I'm just saying.
I'm dialed in this season. I said, since I started Pick Dogs, I've been so overwhelmed with everything that you guys don't ever see on camera or on the website that it's like I have not had time to really dig in. So basically what I did is I just took away 2 hours of my sleep, and I really put it back into my handicap. Like I'm dialed in. Even when my picks are wrong, at least my reasoning is right. Which before it was just like, I was kind of circling on a couple, I admit it. I circled.
I hear 11, 12, 11.8, 11.9, 11.85, 12.
Well, what is it?
And
What is
I
it?
was
It's
no.
for the season. It's an 11.4. That's what it is.
Oh, 11.4, but his last 3 starts, it's 12.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. I heard all the numbers going back and forth. I'm like, whoa.
So Chris,
Hey.
we'll cut it short for you. We'll just call it a dozen.
Gotcha. Okay.
Allowing
Put it in the relatable. Give me donuts. Give me donut terminology here. Dozen. Okay, we're good.
He's given up a dozen runs in a dozen innings. He's pitched 12 innings over his last 3 starts. He's given up 12 runs.
I'm with you. I'm taking that over in that Phillies Giants.
No. Oh, actually, he's given up more than that. It's a 12 ERA, so it has to be more runs than 12.
Yeah, it'd be 15 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break out the abacus. Sorry, Jay.
No, you're good. I'm on the over in that one. Taiwan is one of my guys, but I'm thinking that the Phillies are due for some regression, bro. They haven't really played good teams. That's the truth of the matter. And as much as I hate to disagree with Mitch, his numbers are correct. The Giants have been hitting the cover off the ball recently. They're starting to low key look like the Giants that they were supposed to be all season. Finally, if Snell can finally cut it on, they might be all right for the remainder of the season. But right now, he ain't cut it on, so I still think this is an over, and that totals 7.5. Yeah, I'm gonna go over that. I'm also gonna take the over in that Reds-Cardinals too, and I'm gonna lay the run line with the Reds. Streaky team, and when they get hot, Give me the Reds, man. Lodolo, I think he'll be fine here. I would not be surprised if I know Lance Lynn's been pitching well this season for his standards. We know he got a couple in the bag where he just gives up a ton, and wouldn't be surprised if the Reds and their streaky offense got to him. Maybe gave him like 6 early. We know he has that type of stuff. We know. I'm gonna take the Reds and I'm gonna take the over now. That Braves Nationals, you got to have a special heart to fade them Braves. And right now, I took one on the chin yesterday. I had cash 2 days before. I know Acuna gone for the season. Old man Morton might look all right today, though. I ain't going to fade the Braves today. I don't got it in me. I'm not playing the Braves, but I'm not taking the Nationals.
He's no Mike Lorenzen.
Oh man,
That's like Bitler's Trace McSorley, Joe Montana comments.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Trace McSorley reminded him of a young Joe Montana.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
It reminds me a lot of Joe Montana. It's like, what?
Oh boy, yeah. I'm gonna take the Cardinals here as well. Maybe lean towards the over in that thing. The Cardinals swinging a hot bat right now. Nick Lodolo struggles at home. As much as I like Nick Lodolo, I think the Reds can get a few off of Lance Lynn as well. But in the end, I think the Cardinals get the job done. Maybe like a 7-4 kind of game, something like that, high scoring. So give me the over there. I'm with you guys. Give me the over in that Giants Phillies matchup. I think the only concern for the Phillies is that their bats are coming out of Colorado. Sometimes takes time to adjust. And it is a pitcher-friendly park in San Francisco, but I still think that there's enough here to get us up and over 8. I lean towards the Nationals just because of the price. I just don't like seeing Charlie Morton as a minus 200, but it's only a lean for me towards the Nationals.
All right, bring it on home. Padres, Marlins, and the Mariners against the Astros. Who wants it? Chris? Back to you.
Yeah, I'll take. The only one I really like here is the over in Miami, San Diego. I think the Padres. Like I said earlier, the Padres have been awful against lefties in the month of May, but they've started to pick it up in some of their recent outings. I think they get to Trevor Rogers here. Rogers regressed back to the Trevor Rogers we've seen all season. He had one good start, and then comes back out and gets lit up once again. I think the Padres can get to him. But I also think the Marlins can put a few runs off of Michael King, who's been more than susceptible at home against teams like the Dodgers, teams like the Rockies. And the Marlins do hit righties better than they hit lefties. So I think 7.5 a bit light here. I'm going to take the over 7.5 in that one. It's the only one I like here.
Watch out for them boys, man. Hey, quietly. The Money Marlins starting to play some baseball. Quietly. They kind of, the thing about them is they're back in that space where we love them. I feel like at the beginning of the season, everybody was trying to take the Money Marlins. They back in that realm where ain't nobody really worried about them. They in that little sneaky little spot. That's where I like the Marlins. That's where we fell in love with the Marlins. They got a little overhyped because they made the playoffs last year. Today, I like the path. There's a path and an avenue where they just keep playing good baseball and they win this game today is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that usually, this was my argument with Mitch yesterday. My argument with Mitch yesterday wasn't that his assessment of the game was wrong.
Which argument?
About the Padres. I was just saying that I feel like the Padres are always overrated. They're always overvalued. So it didn't surprise me to see them that yesterday and that line be short. I get his argument about the Yankees being, I get it. But I always feel like the Padres are like a mini version of that, is all I'm saying. And I feel like that's evident here in this game. There's nothing here that tells me the Padres are minus 185. Are they the better team? Yes. But minus 185? Overvalued is all I'm saying. We're getting really good return on the Marlins today in a very winnable game. Is Trevor Rogers ass? Yes. I'm not trying to sell you that story. But I still think the Marlins, the way they're hitting the baseball, the way they're playing as a group, have a chance to win it today. I'm going to take a shot with the Money Marlins. Astros-Mariners. To me, that's a legitimate 50-50 game. I'll lean towards Framber. Astros just seem to try stupid hard in division play. They are losing the season series right now currently to the Mariners 2-1. They probably tied up today. 50-50 game, though. I'm not really rushing to bet it, but small lean on the Astros.
Yeah, I like the Marlins in this one against the Padres. I don't care. I think Rogers, as bad as he is, he's still better than this guy, than King, who's just straight regression mode. On the other side of it, the Marlins are just killing it in the underdog role. 8-3 in their last 11 as dogs. I always like that. All the values there. I said on yesterday's show, that the Marlins on Saturday, when we lost with them on 6-0, they out-hit the Diamondbacks 11-5 in that game, man. They're really hitting the baseball right now. The Padres, like Chris said, struggling against lefties most of the season over their last 10 games, batting in that 270 range. So I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know it's like somewhere in there. So I'm going to take the Marlins though in this one. I think both these teams, the Marlins are hitting it better from both sides of the plate. While the Padres are only hitting really lefties right now. But the Marlins are hitting like 260 versus righties and like 265 or 270 versus lefties also. I mean, they're really hitting. Them and the Giants have really been picked up their hitting. Now, Astros-Mariners, Framber's coming off like his worst start of his career, I think. Giving up 11 hits and 10 runs or something. 11 hits, 8 runs. Something like that. It was bad. I had him, right? We lost. Still counted as one loss. I think I probably run-lined him and they still lost by like 20 or something. One of those where you took them on the run line, you laid the run line and they end up losing outright by a lot. It's one of those games. And this Bryce Miller, he sucks. He could be the worst pitcher in the Mariners rotation. They're probably wondering what Marco Gonzalez is doing, with the way this guy's going. His ERA over his last 3 is in the mid-5s. And Framber, even with that blow-up outing, still has a better ERA over his last 3 starts than this guy. And then the Astros are hitting over the last 10 games. And like I said, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I believe it's 305 versus right-handed pitching over the last 10 games. So they're actually crushing righties, and Bryce Miller is getting crushed. So I like that when it's like they're crushing one side and the guy's getting crushed. It's like that Reds-Cardinals game. It's like the Cardinals are crushing lefties, they're up against lefty. The Reds are crushing righties, they're up against, it's like it's one of those. And I think the Astros here at 305, and it was the Padres yesterday, but the Astros today. The Astros today have that 305 versus righties over the last 10, and facing a righty who's regressing in a hurry. He's falling off the cliff. So that's where we're going there. Chris, what are you selling?
Got my $19 play, my MLB pickoff play, 10-2 in the last 12. But yeah, the Yankees got me yesterday. But that's okay. We'll bounce back today, starting the week strong. I also got that as part of my MLB triple play today for $39.95.
Jay.
NBA play of the day, man. We've been hot on it.
Back
Overall, having
in
a really
action.
good.
Back in action on your plays.
Yeah, man.
Winning again.
Yeah. So just trying to keep it rolling, keep the momentum rolling forward. I'll have a baseball in there for y'all in a few minutes as well. So scoop it up. Big Dogs Premium. Let's keep it rolling. What you selling today, Mitch?
I got some baseball picks for sale, but I also have merch for sale. Hats like I wear, shirts like I wear, shirts like Chris wears, shirts like Jay wears. We got the hoodies that we all wear, the cool hoodies, the good Nike zips. We got the other lighter weight zip ups. Got golf shirts, which we will be wearing, even though we won't be playing golf. Even though I love playing golf, but my shoulder is probably done. I'm headed towards the replacement, it looks like. But anyways, it is what it is. I guess the solution for a bad shoulder isn't pull-ups and push-ups. Lesson learned. Or bench pressing, I mean, like
You don't say.
Have you seen the video of the guy that was like he just had rotator cuff surgery and he went bowling?
No, but I'll tell you, rotator cuff is actually, as even though the recovery takes a long time, it's way better than what I have. It's way better.
Yeah.
Like I need a new shoulder altogether. That's how bad mine is. Oh well, it happens, man. But yeah, so it happens when he throws the ball.
He throws it's his left arm that's in the sling, but he's throwing the ball with his right hand, but he throws the ball down the alley, loses his balance, and falls over on the left.
Oh, I just saw that video. Oh. Yeah, I did see that video.
And it's just like he just had surgery, and this is the first thing he does.
Oh man, Pathy had rotator cuff surgery. Anyways, we got the merch. I can't wait to get the golf shirts. So the way the merch is working this time around is we're just, because we got the higher end stuff, it's like everyone orders over the course of the month. Then we have like the one day, where it's like we draw the line and saying everything gets printed and shipped and embroidered and shipped. So got a couple of days to get it, but it's like now is the time. And you'll see us all wearing this stuff like we always do anyway. All right, we go to the NBA, man. It is a possible closeout game. The Pacers could easily be up 2-1. Instead, they're down 0-3. Jay, what are you thinking?
Thinking we need to go get our brooms, man. I think the Celtics win this game tonight. But that's not the question you're asking me. I think if you're trying to make some money tonight, what you do is you put your money on the Indiana Pacers plus the points. That's what I think you do. The Pacers have gone stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib, all postseason long. And ultimately, I just don't see them laying down for the Celtics. I just don't see it happening. I think this game is going to be competitive. I think that the Pacers have a legitimate shot to win it outright. I'm with Mitch. I think the Pacers should probably be up 2-1 in this series. They're not, though, unfortunately. Again, Celtics probably win the game. We're probably bringing them brooms out. But there's really not a path, angle, or avenue where I see Boston just completely taking them behind the woodshed. I don't see Indiana laying down tonight, even with or without Halliburton. So give me Indiana plus the points.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. I think I'm thinking with the Pacers plus the points. Even in the games they've been losing, they've been close. They've been in there for the majority more often than they've not. It's just been some, you know, you know, it was the debacle in game one. It was the foul and the no timeout in game three. But they've been in it. They've been within a possession or two. And I think that with their season on the line, you're going to see everything thrown at the wall for the Indiana Pacers just to see what sticks. And yeah, I'm going to take the points with the Pacers as well here.
Mitch?
Taking the Pacers first half for sure. 12 in a row at home, first half, money lines. Also, the Celtic, both these teams are just killers in the first half. But I like Pacers first half. I like Pacers game money line too. I think they avoid the sweep. It's the thing about this series is, and I think the other series is the same way, is that the teams are close, but the Celtics are just have a little bit more. I hate to say this after what I've said about them all season. They want it just a little bit more.
You know what? I agree with you. They've been really close. The teams are close. I just feel like the teams that are up have the better closers.
Right. That's exactly what it is. They want it. They also want it a little bit more. They want it a little bit more. The Celtics have been, disappointed. The Mavs have been disappointed. But they also, the one guy for the Mavs, the X factor, is Kyrie, because he's been there, done that, and man, he looks like he's ready to do it again. And the thing is the Celtics, they have a gorilla on their back, man. They've been there, and they haven't done that. Luka hasn't really been there, but when he gets there, oh man, now he's gonna have finals experience. This is going to be the Mavs are going to be tough for a very, very long time. Very long time, because I think they even have room, man, with all the moves that they've made over the recent years and missing out on these free agents and Brunson leaving and all that other stuff. They must have room, man, to even get more players.
We're sitting on one bad contract, and we get rid of him, we got a lot of room opening up, and he's out the rotation right now, and Tim Hardaway Jr. So we clear him off the deck this offseason. We got some space to do some damage.
So it'll be interesting, man. But I think the Mavs are. I just think that you have so Tatum has finals experience, but losing finals experience, right? Kyrie has winning and losing, right? And has both. And then you have, really not a lot more of it on the roster anywhere else. Al Horford won championships, but that was a long time ago, Florida. Long time ago. Peyton Pritchard won the Chris Ruffalo participation trophy.
Pacers money line is not a bad play tonight. What is it, 250? I want to be there. I just can't. I can't get there. Plus the points for sure. Is it a bad bet? I'm not going to tell you Pacers money line is a bad bet tonight. Everybody keep asking me. I don't think it's a bad bet. If I had to tell you what happened, I think Celtics win by 3. And what's still looming, I want to know if Hallie playing or not. He's still questionable.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah. The Celtics, man, they've gone now 3 series in a row where the best player on the other team is unavailable. That is insane. Jimmy was out. Donovan Mitchell was out. Hallie out. Man.
I know Sam Hauser's playing. Not Hauser.
Mavs Celtics would be a really interesting series. There'd be a lot of, Kyrie going back to Boston. You got Porzingis going back up against the Mavs. You got 2 young superstars of this league trying to get their first ring. Hey, it'd be blockbuster for sure.
All right. Is there hockey today, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dallas, Edmonton. Let's see here. What are the odds? Yeah, I'm taking the Stars. More favorable price with them, and it's pretty much going to be my take. I think for the entire series, where I think that Edmonton has the better top end. They're going to have the best players on the ice. They're going to have McDavid and Draisaitl, but I think that Dallas is just the better overall team once you get past those guys, and I think Dallas has a significant edge in goal. And the Stars actually played their better hockey on the road this season. For as much as we talk about how the Oilers played their best at home, Dallas is just as good on the road. So I'll take the favorable price plus money with the Dallas Stars.
Word for word, bar for bar. With Ruffalo, what he just said there, man. Hell of a series. Things probably going 7. They're probably finna split these two here in Edmonton. But I'll attack the plus money with the Stars, who have been just lights out on the road. It's crazy how well they played on the road. Both series before this, they've won Game 3 on the road, went and punched Vegas in the mouth on the road, punched Colorado in the mouth on the road in Game 3. I just think it holds true here. I think they punched Edmonton in the mouth after winning Game 2. So give me Dallas plus money.
Mavericks 5-0 in their last 5. Dogs will take the Stars. What? What are you laughing about, Chris?
You said Mavericks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God.
I should wear my Minnesota North Star shirt. I should wear it. Wear it with pride. Got it somewhere. I used to wear it all the time on the show, remember? Those were the days. All right. Good story. Takes us to that special moment of each and every day. The parlay segment of the show.
Parlay.
Who's going to bust up your parlay today?
Parlay. Franchise player. Batting first.
That has stuck like glue.
Batting first. The franchise player.
Many
Number 6.
Number 1.
Ruffalo.
Number 6 in your program. Number 1 in your heart. Oh, jeez. Give me the Cardinals. Give me the over in Phillies-Giants. And give me the over in Padres-Marlins.
I'm gonna go plus money. Give me Boston Red Sox, Kansas City Royals, and money Marlins. 3 team, 3 dogs. Big payout. Let's do it.
I'm going Blue Jays run line, Pacers money line, and Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars.
Hockey.
3
like
ring
that.
break on the way, man. Be patient.
I actually considered like turning on the hockey game at halftime of the Hoops game last night, and I didn't realize they had already played it in the afternoon. That's how in touch I am with that stuff. I'm like, maybe I'll check out that hockey game on the thing, see if there's anything going on. It's like, missed it. Okay, I'll go back to Jeopardy Masters, which I got on tape. You're muted.
It was actually a pretty good game yesterday. One of the better games of the playoffs so far.
Ooh la la. That's awesome.
We should,
Stuck in my head, and it's gonna be stuck.
That's gonna be Jay's ringtone.
next, it's going to be Orange Whip, 3 Orange Whips. You got to get the full scene. Jay's probably never seen the Blues Brothers.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God! It is one of the top movies of all time. It's so cool because it's like all the stars of the day, like all the music stars not necessarily of the day, but all the ones of that genre of the day are all in it. And most of them are dead now, right? So Aretha Franklin's in it. Ray Charles is in it.
Wow.
Ray Charles is the he owns a pawn shop. You know, he's blind, and it's like, but he's they're trying to steal stuff. He's like, he knows exactly. He's got like the cane. It's funny. And who else is in it? There's a lot of guys like that in it. Cab Calloway is in it. It is good. Rawhide.
Money making Monday, man. Happy Memorial Day. Be safe today. Be responsible today.
Jay could be 3 rings Briggs, or he could be like me last year, making it to the playoffs or finals in every sport but college football and walking away with nothing. Dolphins, playoffs, loser. Panthers, finals. Heat, finals. It's like nothing.
Make it a good one, fellas.
Yep. Ooh la la. Sassoon.